Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. And it's Smith in at the point. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A lot of great young talent. Both teams loaded with young talent. What's the key, do you think, Doris, as you've watched this league, to unlocking that potential and making them what they're going to become?
Yeah, I think for young guys, Kevin, one of the challenges is focusing on getting better every single day. It's the little choices these guys are making. They're going to put in the time to be working on their shooting or their off-the-bounce game or their defensive prowess. Can they be unselfish? Can they be sort of big picture thinking in terms of just not only their success, but the guys around them? That's hard for a young guy.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Here's Levine. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach David Fizdale.
Well, Kevin, he talked about his team's defensive mindset. He said they have to be willing to sacrifice a little room in the paint if it means they stay tight on their outside shooters. He said it's no secret those guys attack from long range, and that's what we've got to stop. We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot.
And now, in his second year of coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
Now, here is Smith. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. New York, no good that time either. The Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And that one's good by Porter.
The length and athleticism of Otto Porter able to weather the contact. Terrific strength on that one.
Smith with it. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Robinson hits them both. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. New York ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
And Chicago has possession, trailing by 2. Inside, it's Young and Markkanen. Dunn is out there with Satoransky, and it's Valentine in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now, here's Satoransky. He's covered closely. 4 on the shot clock. From the arc, it's rebounded by Portis. And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA, but now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
Here's Markkanen, following the basket by Marcus Morris.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Good.
Dennis Smith Jr. seems to relish as a guard to go on the interior and get buckets. Nicely done.
Now, here's Satoransky. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Now, here is Morris. Smith outside. There's the 3. Satoransky grabs the miss.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
Now, here's Dunn. 4-point game. In the corner, Valentine with it. Here's Young. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The prototypical, I will do every piece of dirty work you have. Thad Young doing a nice job taking it off the window and scoring.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the game. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Markkanen. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Valentine. Zach LaVine's checked in for Satoransky. And it's White in for Dunn. And the free throw, no good.
You hear this consistently about Thaddeus Young. He's going to do whatever you ask of him. He'll start, he'll come off the bench, but he is going to impact the game.
Passes it to Randall. He can't get that one.
No, sir.
Got it!
Wow.
What a shot!
Oh, incredible buzzer beater there, guys. This crowd is going wild.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 1. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable in your surroundings, but no, they fed off adrenaline in the first half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, Ernie, this is definitely a big wake-up call for them. Their field goal percentage is sitting in the low 30s. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared. If they can't turn the tide and play with greater efficiency, it's going to be a long second half.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Otto Porter really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chicago leading.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
On the court for the Knicks, Knox and Randall. They're the forwards. Barrett is out there with Smith. And it's Robinson in at the 5. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. A promising point guard was traded to the Knicks. And Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. But Kevin, we know one thing. In New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And D.A., that's when he is at his best. Thank you. Now, here is Smith. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Smith, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to White. Kicks to Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. White looking around. And here's Porter. 5 points in the game. The three-pointer, no good. Now, here's Barrett. Guarded by Porter. Randall, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And again, Chicago, no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's Chicago. They lead by a bucket. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Then there's Dunn. Then it's Young. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Trier. Portis, the pass to Trier. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Porter in the corner. Back to LaVine. There's 1:26 left in the game. Dunn, wide open, he fires. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Now, here's Barrett. Defense is right there. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
50.
Oh! Timeout. LaVine delivery in a big moment. What a game we've got.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Wendell Carter comes in for Young, and it's Markkanen in for Chandler Hutchison. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
And it's Carter missing. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
And New York making a change here. And the Knicks with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Smith wide open. He fires. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Real poise in the face of the game, hanging in the balance. Dennis Smith Jr. says it's my time.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
It's good from beyond the arc.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
And Greg, it seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the Knicks with possession here.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.